moon in Aquarius astrology reading. And this Aquarius new moon happening on February 9th will bring in the Lunar New Year. In Chinese astrology, we'll be celebrating the year of the wood dragon. And in the 9-star key, this is a 3 fast-growing tree year full of profound change and growth for us all and for our world. And I'm already feeling it coming, all that yang rising energy. And if you haven't already watched my 2024 9-star key astrology reading, I'll drop it down below. It's a really great way to learn how to align with the power of this blooming tree. This is the energy of plants that can bloom out of concrete. Anything is possible in 2024. We have so much energy, just like the energy that makes the cherry trees blossom each spring, bringing us so much hope for the future and hope for our world. And boy, do we ever need hope in this time and this day and age. And I am recording this on Sunday, February 4th, as Mercury is conjunct Pluto from February 4th through February 5th in Aquarius. That ushers in this new way of thinking, new way of communicating, because Mercury is all about those Jedi mind powers and our communications, be it writing, having a podcast, or just talking to your loved ones. And Pluto is about those deep, personal, powerful transformations and our superpowers that could be found deep within our subconscious mind. So we can really change our story, our inner stories that we tell ourselves. And by changing our inner dialogue right now, we can really change our life and our future. This is an excellent time for hypnosis, for therapy, for just journal writing, to just tap into what are the stories you're telling yourself and how can you change that story and make a better outcome for yourself in 2024. And you can really manifest right now with this game-changing energy. This is a time to get ready, to be ready just before the new moon, as we're in this waning dark of the moon period as I'm recording this. You can get ready to think about what it is you want to manifest, what seeds of intention will you plant for this new moon, Aquarius, that will come into fruition when we have the Aquarius full moon later this year. So if you have something that you're wishing or hoping for, or you want to manifest with this new moon Aquarius, drop it in the comments. I love to write people's new moon intentions on a little piece of paper, and then I will put it in my singing bowl and I will pray for it to manifest for you. And I will send Reiki energy to your new moon goals, hopes, intentions, wishes. And then you will be in it to win it for a full moon astrology chart, because I'm doing those giveaways again on the full moon. If you drop a comment down below and you like and subscribe, you'll be in it to win a free astrology reading that I'll draw on the full moon coming February 22nd or 24th, I think. And this new moon is getting ready to conjunct Venus, Mars, Pluto, and Mercury as it's crossing through late degrees of Capricorn, moving into Aquarius just before it reaches that beautiful 20 degrees of Aquarius on this new moon, connecting up with the sun. The sun and the moon are always together on the new moons, and they're always apart on the full moons. And February 9th, we will just be lighting up all these planets on the way. And it's as if the moon is saying, pay attention to what's going on over here in this part of the sky. Something big is brewing here. And you can just feel it. Can you feel like some kind of change is coming? I really feel it. There's so much kinetic energy in the ethers right now, and it's that unknown, that unpredictable, that Uranus and Taurus. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't predict what it is, but it's sort of the quiet before the storm. And Uranus in Taurus at 19 degrees is really the one to watch on this new moon, because Uranus in Taurus is now moving direct, as all the planets are stationed direct now. And it is in an almost exact square to this new moon, sun, and the new moon and the sun in Aquarius at 19 degrees, or at 20 degrees, but Uranus and Taurus is at 19 degrees. And this is going to bring some kind of unexpected Earth events in this lunar cycle. And we're already soaking in it. We're already feeling it with all those massive solar storms that we just had. I'm wondering if you felt those happening. They erupted on January 29th, was the biggest solar storm eruption, with a powerful 6.8 magnitude M-class solar storm. This is the second strongest solar storm ever on record. And this solar storms, they just kept coming all week. If you're a photographer and you were out and able to get the aurora borealis, then you were probably having a wonderful time capturing it, because this brought some of the most powerful aurora borealis across our nation that we've ever seen. But I've seen pictures online, and it can also bring some really wicked solar storm symptoms, ascension symptoms, as we're getting closer to this great awakening that is being ushered in by these solar storms. And some of the solar storm symptoms are headaches, even migraines, insomnia, but also incredibly deep sleep and incredibly profound dreams. And I was having a little bit of both. Like, I couldn't sleep, but then when I finally fell asleep, I slept so deeply and had these incredible mystical, magical dreams. Let me know if you had some crazy dreams down below. And exhaustion, vertigo, dehydration, ears ringing, feeling ungrounded or just feeling out of it. One of my Reiki students said she felt untethered to this world, to the earth. And yes, that is the feeling a little untethered, a little like we're not in Kansas anymore. What's going on? There's a strange energy with these solar storms, and it's like we're disconnected completely. And let me know if you experience any weird solar storm symptoms on the week of January 29th. It started on Monday, January 29th, but it really lasted all the way through Friday, February 2nd. And I was having lots of technological issues, like my Square reader was not working and my computer was having strange glitches. And even as I wrote this new moon Aquarius, my Pages document just stopped responding and I lost half of it and I had to rewrite everything. So I was just trying to write the transits and it was all gone. So I had to start over. We're going to just see more of this kind of energy as we continue throughout 2024, having some of the biggest solar storms on record. And during this solar storm, there was even a series of gigantic, eerily faint plasma loops that came looping out, circling the sun's surface after this powerful solar flare exploded into a coronal mass ejection. And if you don't know what any of that means, perhaps I've been reading NASA too much, but you can learn so much about this on the NASA website. And the scientists were literally scratching their head like they did not know what this was, this weird, ghostly, faint plasma loops that just came out of the coronal. There's just never been anything like that they've seen. And I'll drop a picture in as well because it was pretty mystical, magical. And I woke up Monday morning. I had this bad headache in my crown chakra, and I had just taught a Reiki Master's class where the attunement opens your crown chakra. So I thought I was just having a Reiki hangover. But I've learned that whenever I have a headache or something, just not feeling well, feeling out of it, ungrounded, untethered, unrooted, I will just Google, is there a solar storm? And 9 times out of 10, when I'm not feeling well, there is a solar storm going on lately. So I invite you to Google solar storms and you will see all this information as we are just going to be seeing more and more of these going into the summer. This summer, they expect to have some of the largest solar storms ever experienced on Earth. They really affect us. And even the Wall Street Journal, which is, such a normal mainstream magazine, they did an article about the solar storms that if they could fry the grid, is what the Wall Street Journal said, as they put it. Effectively, these solar storms could destroy our entire electrical grid and our internet. And that could really destroy our economy this summer. We are so tied to electricity and internet. And I will link that article below so you can check it out. But just prepare for the unknown is the theme of this new moon Aquarius as we just begin. We're just at the precipice of this massive change as we're bringing in this new lunar new year of that fast-growing tree where things just change overnight. And there's unpredictable circumstances with this Taurus, Uranus and Taurus, 19 degrees in a square to this new moon and sun where all the planets are lining up near Pluto and Aquarius. It's time to get ready to be ready, although I don't know what to do to get ready. Like get a generator, hide some cash in your mattress. I'm just not really sure what we need to be doing to prepare for this one. And just wait until Jupiter catches up to Uranus in a conjunction in April. Jupiter is going to expand the unexpected events. Dun, dun, dun. Right about the time we have that total solar eclipse in Aries. This is an expansion of surprise. This is an expansion of Earth crisis to come this summer and spring and summer, April. It really starts in April, but we're going to be soaking in it all year. And I'm just starting to delve deeper into the meanings of these eclipses, and it is overwhelming, but also exciting. Like anything could happen this year, and let's just hope it's good things that happen, right? Good surprises, good unexpected events. And February 19th, this month, we have the North Node in Aries will conjunct Chiron in Aries, the wounded warrior healer, at 17 degrees of Aries. I think I'm going to do a separate astrology reading for that. I want to read the Sabian symbol for that 17 degrees of Aries. Pay attention, look at your chart, see where Aries in 17 degrees shows up for you, because that's where you will need to heal something big in 2024. And that is your homework assignment for this year. And it is due by April 8th when Aries is going to have that total solar eclipse. So let the eclipse portal healing begin on February 19th when Chiron and that North Node in Aries, where all these eclipses are going to be happening, it's when they conjunct. This is really when we're getting a preview of what's to come and what needs to be healed and what we'll be feeling, all the feels. And I did a separate video about this North Node Aries and South Node Libra that will really be impacting us all and impacting our world this year. And I will link to that below, but it's especially true if you are an Aries or a Libra, or you have Aries, Libra, North Node, South Node, but we all have Aries and Libra somewhere in your chart. So get out your chart, figure it out, because that is where you're going to want to pay attention this year when all these eclipses begin in April and they go all year long. We're going to be soaking in that eclipse portal. And I have Libra in my 3rd house, Aries in my 8th house. So I'm going to be paying attention to those houses as we go along. And more big news of this new moon in Aquarius is Mars and Venus entering Aquarius, where Pluto has finally moved into. And it's like Mars and Venus have gotten together. It's like they're dating again. I always think when Mars and Venus couple up, they're just like this power couple. Mars, fierce ambition, warrior. Venus is all about love and money, and the power couple is entering Aquarius. And there is a lot to learn about Pluto moving into Aquarius. It's going to be a long-lasting transit. I did a separate report. I'll put it down below. If you haven't watched it already, get to know Pluto in Aquarius and figure out where your Aquarius is in your chart. That's where you're going to be feeling the major transformations happening. And Mars will conjunct Pluto first on February 13th, just before Valentine's Day, really just firing it up, heating up our passions, our romance. This can be really good for love affairs, but it can also cause some frustration, and Mars likes to fight, so I could see a lot of fighting on Valentine's Day as well. It will really be transformative. Sex drive is what I think of. Pluto and Mars. Pluto transforms, Mars brings the sex drive, and it's Valentine's Day. But that hot temper can be explosive, and Pluto rules over plutonium, of course. So when the warrior combines with plutonium, it can be really intense. I would try not to start fights on Valentine's Day or February 13th, but Venus will be coming in right after Mars to soothe the tensions with her divine feminine energy that is rising on our planet. And she's bringing the love vibes to Pluto. So I imagine Venus sort of softening Pluto's edge. Pluto is all about power and transformation with a little bit of destruction and negativity involved. But Venus shines her love light on Pluto and says we can transform with the power of love over hate and love over fear, and love can win. And I'm excited to see Venus and Mars traveling so close together, conjunct Pluto. What is going to happen now? This is really going to empower our relationships with love and passion in a transformative way, so close to Pluto. This is transforming our world with love and passion and a bit of warrior energy. And this could bring some peace to our world, but it's hard to say. Venus, love and peace. Mars, the warrior, wants to fight. Pluto has plutonium. I mean, it's a pretty intense party here with Venus, Mars, and Pluto all gathering together. I would not advise drinking on Valentine's Day. It's too volatile. The energy really is volatile, but we hope that love will conquer all. And you can look for Venus and Mars dancing together in the night sky. I mean, not in the night sky, in the early morning sky, just before sunrise. Look to the south and you'll see Venus rising as morning star to meet Mars just before sunrise. You'll get a little glimmer. I don't know if you could get a picture because it's going to be so close to that sunrise moment. But February 22nd, mark your calendars, that's when Venus and Mars are in complete conjunction in Aquarius. And that is a really beautiful, romantic, I am so excited about it. I'm going to talk about that either in a separate astrology reading or perhaps in my full moon, because that's a little bit closer to the full moon this month. And the other aspect for this new moon in Aquarius is Mercury in Aquarius will square Jupiter in Taurus for the Super Bowl. What does that mean? Who's going to win? I don't know. But this is an optimistic transit, but it can also make people really boastful or overly confident, kind of cocky. And I imagine there will be lots of gambling around this Super Bowl. football game, and some might win, but we are definitely going to see more losers with this aspect because it's a square, right? Squares are the diamond making pressure. It's struggles, it's obstacles, it's frustrating, and it's not great. I would not gamble with this square. This is I love to gamble. I love my Powerball, but I'm not going to gamble on a Mercury square Jupiter. It's not great. It's not a time to make promises that you can't deliver on, and don't take on more than you can handle work-wise. Don't take a project if you don't have the energy. I would not sign a contract under this influence. You can use it to really hyper focus that Mercury, that mind, mental clarity, square Jupiter can hyper focus on long range goals and make plans for the future, or to just gain some insights about what you want to do next, get your game plan ready. This is a thinking transit, but not a doing transit. I would not launch a business. I wouldn't publish a book. I wouldn't put something out under this. Don't make major decisions or do anything about your project. Just think about it and just plan out your next steps forward, but don't take the step forward, if that makes sense. And this new moon Aquarius at 20 degrees has a beautiful Sabian symbol with so much hope for our future. I'm really excited about this one. It is, I'm just going to get my little book out. It is a large white dove that is bearing a message. And the keynote is the answer of spiritual agencies to go through sustained and victorious individual efforts. And this is about the individual who has gone courageously and with indomitable spirit through crucial crisis and is now receiving a spiritual blessing from the soul realm. Mission accomplished. Peace be with you. This blessing is a secret prophecy of what is yet to come, and it may be seen by only the most spiritually sensitive minds. Every real spiritual step a man takes in his development is a result of a victory over forces of inertia or destruction. That is so interesting. The divine is totally present here in the heart of all great victories. And a white dove always signifies peace. At the very heart of this message is a certification of an individual who has worth and victory. Certification of an individual's worth and victory. And I love that. I love this line about victory over forces of inertia, because how many of you have had some inertia this last month? We've had some slow moving energy. Even as the planets are all going direct, I've been a little bit procrastinating myself. And I don't know, I just have not been my usual motivated, get it done kind of. I have some things that I have to finish, taxes and astrology readings and all of the things. The to-do list isn't getting done, and my dog has been not feeling great, and I'm worried that my dog is like 11 years old, Kinkajou. Maybe I'll put a picture of Kinkajou in here and ask for prayers, because I think my dog is getting ready to go into hospice, and it just seems like every day there's something that is causing my inertia. And this Sabian symbol really gives us hope for the future. It's this shining light that maybe we can get over our inertia, and maybe we can have that white dove signifying peace on our world that we need so much right now. And can it get any better than a white dove of peace for our world? I'm seeing a lot of hope for the future in this new moon Aquarius. So cross your fingers, make a wish, and then drop your wishes down in the comments. and I will send Reiki for them to come true, and you'll be in it to win it for a free astrology chart reading when we meet again on the full moon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm just going to do a little energy clearing as I say goodbye. Thanks so much.